All right. I started to stream on Game Break, so that's up live now. But just want to make sure that's up.
Scoreboard's still the same?
Yep.
You're still using the viewfinder. No, I gotta do what I gotta do.
Yo, that's what you got to do. Yeah.
What's up, Mike? Mr. Referee, sir. I need you to, what's the name of your crew?
John Prisblinski.
Look at you for a pull-up.
That's pretty damn good.
Wow!
Alex Landis. I wasn't even going to try to spell it. And John Caputo.
Thank you.
Don't go no further. I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew that. You want to come up further? You gonna be able to see around?
Yeah. We got a couple of things.
This way?
I think we should have done this at 6 o'clock at night. Yeah, these are VIPs. What are you doing? No, Simmons. Ryan, Simmons. These are VIPs. What are you doing?
Are you doing left? Same as the other night?
Yeah, we'll do the same as the other night.
That's the middle, and then Billy in the middle, me in the end? Yeah.
Frank, I'm good at this too. I said what I think. You're good with that water?
If you ever interview Phil, we're doing a 10-second delay.
Who was that? Who are you going to do a delay on? Cassava.
Lift this table up real quick.
We good?
Yeah, you're good now.
Just click over to the broadcast for a second to make sure that I'm still connected.
Where am I going?
Just click on Gameplay New for 1 second to make sure I'm connected.
Every quiet.
Nestle into him.
Nestle in, brother.
Nestle in, the tighter the better. They tell us, right, Billy?
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
We're ready to go. I'm ready to go. All right, listen. We'll go at 6
I
minutes.
told him to get closer to Teddy. The
Yo.
tighter the better. You know anything about that?
What?
The tighter the better.
Yeah. 30 seconds, 30 seconds.
All right. I'm first, and then
I'm going to kick it to you first. I'm going to flip it to
do a little
you.
build up though. You got
Yeah,
your speech
yeah.
plan, right?
Yeah.
I got to get warmed up with hearing you getting me in the mood.
It's going to be basically, it's going to be hanging what do we see at West?
Okay.
So, Billy, can you move that over? Move that screen over. Is that going to work?
That's Zaires' dad.
Oh,
Cool. All right, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're live. Welcome, friends, family, and alumni to the Archbishop Ryan Boys Basketball Channel for tonight's PCL matchup featuring your Archbishop Ryan Raiders versus the Cardinal O'Hara Lions. My name is Ted Westervelt, and along with the Ryan Hall of Famer coach Ryan Haney and Billy Everett, we will be bringing you all of the action here from Academy Road. Raiders come into tonight's game with a 3-1 record, while O'Hara limps in at 1-4. The Raiders are coming off an overtime victory at West Catholic, where they won in overtime 59-55. And we'll go to Coach Haney first. Coach, saw some good things and some stuff still to work on.
Well, thanks for having me here tonight, Ted. This is great. They're 3-1, like you said. It was a big overtime victory. When you looked at the game the other night, halftime, we were up 26-12. We thought Ryan was going to run away with it, but then credit to West Catholic. They fought back, and we got in overtime, and we were able to squeak out a great Catholic League win to move to 3-1 and set up tonight.
Gotcha. Did anybody have was there any standouts?
Again, Tomasco, 22 points for the second game in a row. We're curious to see how he plays tonight with Lemon coming back. So we're going to see how that works in the lineup. And then Dom came back the other night with 13 points. So them two had great games. Snead was, every night, hard work, both sides of the ball, offensive, defensively. And I thought Dom was great with leadership, early on especially, and then even into overtime.
Gotcha. Now O'Hara comes in again at 1-4, but can't look past him. Billy, what do you got for O'Hara?
Well, O'Hara has been decimated with transfers and injuries. Their key returning player is not on the court tonight, has only played one game, and they really lost some key guys. And they're gonna play a lot of young guys. They're gonna play high intensity. Ryan Nemich is a very good coach. Their JV game, they did a lot of things right. You see some of the same kids out here, which is a telltale sign that they're struggling with numbers as far as what they're going to do. They might have had just 7 guys,
right.
So I think they got some girth to them here. But Ryan definitely has a size advantage, and definitely has an experience advantage with all the losses they had.
So it looks like the player that gives them the most minutes is number 1 Masai Harris. He's given them the most time on the court, so you're going to look out for him. Number 1, number 13, Hunter Johnson, Amir Spates, number 5, and Jax Tricky, number 23, are players that we're probably going to be, aside from Jax Tricky being one of the best names that we've seen or we could talk about. That's a fun name to say.
Jack Tricky's a very impressive looking dude.
Yes.
He's not a guy I think many people are going to be messing with.
Well, this is a precursor to this is a big week again for Ryan. We got to talk about it. I know we have O'Hara in front of us, but we have tomorrow we have Bonner here tomorrow, and then they're at Newman Goretti on Sunday. So we got a bunch of games again close. This is a good test. They have to pass.
They have to pass today. Tomorrow, as everyone already knows, we've talked about it every time. It's the 5A classification game to advance to the District 12 City Championship. Lose tomorrow, that doesn't exist tomorrow anymore. Lose tomorrow, there's only 2 teams going to the Catholic League Championship and at Cardinal O'Hara, and they might lose the chances of that.
Coach Haney, you've coached in a game similar to this year. Do you have a different strategy because of the back-to-back importance of this game?
Unique, because if we were leading up to that game, if you remember, we played Wood in the same situation. Winner goes on. They actually called it the championship game. There was overtime involved to go to the state tournament, which was a big deal for us in the fall with the soccer team. So going into that, we had 2 games that week prior on a Monday and a Wednesday, and then going to Friday. So one, you wanted healthy legs. You're looking at your personnel, how you're using them in those games, so you make sure you're healthy for the biggest game of the year. So that's a tricky situation for Joe, but he also has Lemon coming back tonight, so how he's going to use him tonight with getting into the offense and getting in the rhythm to set up tomorrow night. How many minutes he's going to use him for.
Billy, with Aaron Lemon coming back tonight, what should we see? Will we see anything different from Ryan?
Well, I think you're going to see Ryan start running their sets a little better, a little more crisper. Now that he's back in the fold, I think you might not see a ton of minutes from him tonight. nursing a little bit of a knee. Tomorrow being a really, really, really key day. So I think tonight you're going to see Ryan run their sets. You're going to see him get into different positions. You're going to see them guys play within themselves, which Coach Z's looking for.
Well, it should be a really good match tonight. I'd like to see them go deep in the bench tonight, get some kids some time. Let's get ahead and run away from this thing. So we got action going on. We're going to stay live with the prayer, the national anthem, and the starters. You're gonna get stacks of hate.
Coaches and spectators. Profanities, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments, and any other intimidating action that is directed at officials, student athletes, or coaches will not be tolerated and will be grounds for removal from this athletic event. It is the responsibility of student athletes, coaches, parents, and all spectators to display good sportsmanship at all times. Now for tonight's prayer. Lord Jesus, in your life on earth, we taught us to be grateful for all that we have. Thus we come to you now with grateful hearts. Thank you for the abilities and strength you have given us. Thank you for the coaches and trainers who help us. Thank you for our parents and friends who support us. May you continue to give you glory by using the gifts you have given us to their fullest potential. We ask this of you, Jesus, for you are our Lord forever and ever. Amen. Now, for the playing of our national anthem.
Now we're having fun.
Tonight's officials, John Przyblinski, Alex Landis, and John Caputo. So for O'Hara, it's Harris, Johnson, Spates, Trickey, and Roberts. For the Raiders, it's Snead, Boyd, Tomasco, Vazquez, and back Aaron Lemon Warren. Well, boys, it looks like we should see from O'Hara, probably see a lot of threes tonight from O'Hara.
Should see a lot of threes. They're averaging about 26 threes per game. And they are starting 2 freshmen in Johnson and Spates. So that's an interesting twist here. We talk about the younger kids being a tough league to play in. They've been forced between injuries and transfers to go to the younger guys who are very, very talented.
And Ryan controls. It's Dom Vazquez, the senior.
Cardinal O'Hara comes out in a zone with a little bit of a matchup here.
Trying to get the ball early to ALW. Snead, no. Floorboard, O'Hara. Hunter Johnson with the ball.
I like to see Ryan run that play again, but I'd like to see Luke Boyd there to try to get him off the Snead a little bit and shoot that shot when they force the drop down to.
That's Jack Trickey for 2. Luke Boyd with the ball. Hands to Dom. Dom goes left. Christian up high. Backs down. Pivots. Blocked. Ooh, kicks it back out. Excuse me. Dom for 3. No call. Ryan will start over.
Be a good chance to get Boyd a touch.
Jalen Snead doesn't shoot. Christian drives baseline. Reverse. No good. Ball in the hands of Masai Harris. Jax Trickey for 3. Ryan down 5-0 with 6:15 left in the first. Warren to Vazquez. Snead.
As we see, they are running offense. They're playing off of Snead. They're leaving him open. That's the second shot that he was able to take.
Jax Trickey with the steps.
Thinking a little too much there.
Tricky impressive.
Looks like he thought about it half a second too long and his feet started moving. Again, what we're learning early, he can go inside or outside.
Vazquez pressured by Harris. Cross the line to Luke Boyd. Boyd, ALW, shoots, no good.
Once again, there we are with Snead getting his hands on the ball. It just seems to be around the ball everywhere.
5:39 left in the first quarter. 5-0, O'Hara. Jack's tricky with the balls. Backs down Christian and shoots. Short. Off his foot, Ryan ball. See what they call here. Don Vazquez.
As Billy said, they are running offense.
Jalen. Luke into Christian. Christian drives again. Blocked. Gets his own rebound and scores. Christian Tomasco.
And Joey's frustrated by some things going on. He's used the timeout. He's making a substitution here, taking Luke Boyd out of the lineup. I'm assuming that Luke did not run to the right slot on offense there, because as soon as the offensive set was set, we seen David Wise get up and go to the table, and quickly, after the bucket, a timeout was called, and he was very animated about it.
Well, this is another slow start. This is another slow first quarter start. So that's 3 out of 4 games here. Seems like there's a lid on the basket for Ryan. Now, they did go down low. Christian had some good looks underneath. Aaron had one. But This is what happened to Devin, right?
Yeah, this is what happened with Devin, and Devin's not a team to get behind because they play so methodical. These guys will not play as methodical. They're going to be chucking and ducking, and we hope, that there's a lid on their basket.
5-2, 5:01 left in the first. Looks like David Wise will be coming in for Luke Boyd here.
Again, a slow start. You expect it a little bit with. You can't help but think the kids are thinking about tomorrow night, and probably on their mind a little bit. And I know we say it's easier to be said and done. They got to get themselves focused. Let's get through the night so we can get ready for tomorrow night.
Correct.
I think they'll be come out settled down. We're going to see a little bit different energy when they get the ball next time.
Masai Harris
bring a little more intensity here on defense too.
Masai Harris with the ball.
I agree.
Amir Spates. Jack's tricky. Sets a screen. And that's a moving screen. Blue starts over. O'Hara starts over.
Seems like everything goes through Jax, huh?
Yeah, everything's going good. The Bigs touching the ball at all times.
Good hands by James Snead.
Intensity has definitely picked up. Already with the one substitution, he's probably look down there and say, look, we're not going to defend. We're not going to run our sets right, which they've struggled running their sets. We're going to go to someone that's running on
Ooh. They get one on Vazquez there. I didn't think that it was a little ticky-tack.
Seemed like a soft, quick whistle.
Down to Jack's tricky. Pulls it out. Faces. Hunter Johnson. Johnson tries to go to tricky. No. David Wise with the steal. And the ball. Aaron Lemon-Warren goes down low to Tomasco, has trouble with handling the ball, collects and scores. That's a three for Masai Harris.
With a long arm in his face.
8-4, 3:26 left. And ALW gets the roll. 8-6. Nice defense there by Ryan. They push the ball up the floor to Snead. Snead to Tomasco for 2. And there's a timeout on the floor, tied 8-8 with 3:02 left.
Great job there by Christian running the floor. That's something that you just can't teach from a big, to be able to go run the floor, be able to finish, and get them back to a tie game with 3 minutes left in the first quarter.
It definitely flipped right off the last time out. They came out a little more intensity defensively, and then the offense went into it. So, quick, now we're tied 8-8.
You think tomorrow's weighing on this team a little bit?
Yes. Well, I don't think anymore. They're in the game now. The feet are under them. I think the sweat's going, and it's now thinking about how we're going to close out O'Hara and get through this game.
Christian Tomasco carrying over a great fourth quarter in overtime with
6 out of the first 8 points.
Yeah, Christian Tomasco has had a really, really good last 2 games, plus a start here in the first quarter here. Scored 6 of the 8.
If I'm correct, it probably starts second quarter against Judge. Till now, we've seen him hot.
Correct.
And really,
Josh Kulanja's into the game with the ball. Good hands by Snead. He is a bulldog. Stolen by Dom. Dom pushes the ball up the floor. Takes it himself. No. Ooh.
Got away with one there.
8-8, 2:40 left. And he did get away with one there. Correct.
it's a different feel offensively with Lemon on the court.
Without a doubt, because he can score so many different
Tomasco. They got Tomasco on the wall.
You can just sense it's differently the way they carry themselves in the half court.
Yes, for sure.
Ball in the hands of Masai Harris for O'Hara. Defended by Dom.
You liking what you see defensively, Bill? Ryan?
Yeah, I do. They've started to turn up the pressure. We've now seen back-to-back turnovers by O'Hara. That's 3 turnovers in a row by O'Hara.
Good hands by ALW. Snead pushes. Snead to the hoop. Out of control. No good. Back comes O'Hara. Jack Strickey with the ball. Harris. Kulanges. Roberts with the ball. O'Hara patient. Kulanges drives. Disrupted by Christian Tomasco. And Dom with the ball. 8-8, 1:33 left in the first quarter. ALW.
They're playing off of Jalen Snead and daring him to shoot.
Warren short. Tricky with the rebound. And O'Hara going to push.
That's that Philly floater. We know it's never going in.
Rebound Tomasco, and David West has the ball. 1 minute, 2 seconds left. 8-8 first quarter. Jalen Snead for 3. Short. Tomasco, big rebound. Goes up. No good.
Bill, you've mentioned that a few times how they're staying off Snead. Is that something they see in films?
Yeah, they're watching it film. They're looking at numbers. They're looking at, they're looking at who they want to key on, what's their strengths and weaknesses, and that's how they're coming up with that.
Amir Spates.
Freshman Amir Spates with a beautiful shot there.
If he doesn't start making some of them shots, is that something to worry about from Zig's point?
I don't think if he starts making any, he's not going to be shooting any.
26 seconds left. 26 seconds left. Ryan down 3 in the first quarter. Dom with the ball. Has Christian up high. Kicks. Christian. They find Jalen Snead. Baseline. Good ball movement. Dom. No good. Rebound Trey Roberts. David Wise with the steal. Oh, no good. Great hustle play by David Wise.
Great job by David Wise.
Great hands there at the end.
End of the first. Ryan down 3, 11-8 advantage O'Hara. What do you think, gentlemen?
I'm still seeing, looking over, Luke Boyd doesn't get back off the bench. He's still sitting over there. He's been cold the last couple of days. Hasn't really games. They need him to play well for them to be successful. I think they need Snead to step up tonight if they're going to leave him open. So
It's funny from an observation standpoint, just to feel the game. It doesn't feel as intense as the West game did at any point. And I think, would you agree, Bill?
Yeah, I agree. But the one thing you're watching is these guys are playing a 2-3, but they're with the matchup identity. One thing we're seeing, they're packing it in, and they're letting these guys shoot. And that includes Luke Boyd. Like, they're going to let him shoot. They're going to come in, beat us off this. Meanwhile, O'Hara's got 3 threes in the first quarter. They shot 5, they made 3.
O'Hara's coming off 2 losses. They lost to Devon Prep 57-46, and they lost to Roman 61-56. So.
And it just depends.
Yeah.
Like Devon Prep played Newman Goretti today. Got beat 67-39.
Jack's with the ball. Backs down.
Good job.
And good. Jack's tricky. 13-8 O'Hara lead.
I think that's 7 points for Jax. If I'm not mistaken. With the first 5, and then he goes back to him.
Floorboard.
It's a tough one to miss there.
Snead collects. Jalen Snead goes down low to Dom. Dom dishes.
Good job. Good look by Dom. Way to be patient there with arms and everything all around you.
And Snead converts the first.
Here comes in Michael Paris. He's another downhill guy. He's a good guy. Get to the hoop.
Uses that left, Michael Parrish does. 13-9, Ryan down 4. Jack's tricky with the ball for 3, deep. Big rebound, O'Hara collects. Harris starts the offense. Nice crossover, and blocked.
They're on the way to hit them 26.
Here comes Christian.
They might hit 26
Christian.
by the middle of the third quarter.
That's what I'm watching that.
13-11. Ryan down 2. Jack's tricky. Looks, but no. Hunter Johnson, no good. Jack's tricky had good position there. They missed the bunny.
Let's go.
Here comes Aaron Lemon-Warren with the ball.
No need for that.
Careless.
Player personnel, Zig's got the same 4 on the court. He subbed out Wise for Paris and Boyd. They're sharing minutes, but besides that, the other 4 have been out the whole time.
Yeah. And you know what? Snead's proven that he can't come off the floor. If there's any guy that can't come off the floor, it's Snead.
So you're not taking him out.
Harris spins. Oh, almost goes. Galantis, no. O'Hara, more aggressive on the boards. Ryan does come out. That's a great look and a great finish by Christian Tomasco. Tie game, 13-13. Jalen disrupts. Tomasco collects. Back to Jalen. Up the floor. And a trap.
A nice touch pass there would have been better there, and without having to take any steps.
5:33 left in the second. 13-13.
I don't know how long Jack Trixies can do this for, but that boy's playing really, really hard. Really hard. I don't know how exhausted he's going to end up.
Harris for O'Hara.
I agree. Jax is playing really well, really hard. We're getting a good look at him.
Good
I was
defense.
impressed the way Tomasco got up and down the court in the transition.
He runs the floor very well.
House. Good hands.
By Snead.
We got it. Oh, foul on Vazquez. That's 2 touchy fouls. I didn't like that. The O'Hara player a little bit out of control there. He got bailed out.
Into the game comes number 2, freshman Darren Williams.
Vazquez sits.
Coach Z says, you guys going to play freshmen, so can I.
Foul with the ball. Is that on 23?
That's on Jack's cookie there.
13-13, 4:58 left. David West running the point for Ryan.
If I'm Ryan, I go right down low, right? Go right after Jax on this one?
Freshman Williams bails out David West. Harris with his left and drives and up and good.
That's a really hard shot.
Michael Harris. Ryan takes the lead, 15-13. Ooh. Foul on the floor. Foul on Michael Paris is first. When Michael goes to his left, he is difficult to stop.
He's a really good downhill player. I mean, that's his game.
Cy Harris with the ball. Screen by Jax Tricky.
This should be a good defensive group in here right now. Like I said, there's a turnover right there.
Josh Galantis turns the ball over to the freshman.
We got the pit bulls in, and they're creating havoc right out of the gate.
4:07 left. 15-13 Ryan. Tomasco up high. Dribble handoff to Aaron Lemon-Warren for three. No good. Big rebound. Tomasco. Lemon-Warren up. No good again. A scramble. Ball will stay with Archbishop Ryan. You shaking off the rust there a little bit?
He's definitely shaking off the rust. He's had a couple opportunities that haven't fallen.
The energy change. I would look for Ryan to take control of the game in the next couple minutes here. Going to halftime with a nice lead.
Speaking of halftime, we're going to have Coach Billy Murphy as our halftime guest, so make sure you stay tuned for that. David Wise with the ball. Goes to Warren to Tomasco. It's way off. Rebound by O'Hara. Josh Galanges with the ball. Jack's tricky. Tricky spins. Tricky up. Tricky short. Michael Parrish is going to push.
Here it comes
And
downhill. He's going sledding.
To Tomasco. Foul on the floor.
Looking forward to that halftime interview. Bill Murphy talking football, X's and O's, and being back in the Northeast.
They did a great profile on him in Northeast Times. Joe Mason did a fantastic job. 3:23 left in the second. 15-13 Archbishop Ryan. Hand off to Aaron Lemon-Warren. In and out. Cannot get it to go. Josh Galanges with the ball. Johnson to Tricky. Aside Harris. Galanges with the three, way off. Here comes Darren Williams, the freshman. Nicely done up the floor. Lemon with the rebound, good. ALW for two. Wow. Nice defense by Ryan. Four-board Darren Williams. Kicks it.
I don't think they gave the rim away.
No, David Wise. It's 17-13, 2:32 left. Ryan up four. They're up four, but it doesn't feel like they're up four, does it? Nice job by the freshman. Jalen Snead back in the game.
You take a look, O'Hara's body language has changed from their players a little bit. They almost look like they're surrendering a little bit exhausted. Again, it feels like Ryan's winning by 10.
David?
We could use another foul, too, on their big and be able to put them away. There you go. Go ahead and post them up.
Christian up, blocks. Jack's tricky with the block. Nice player, number 23.
Yeah. It's really hard. Okay, this is time to see. Let's get off the Snead a little bit here and make it three.
Ball to Boyd on cue. No foul. Out comes Harris. Ryan up four. 2 minutes left. Tricky drives. That's a travel. Yes, it is. No, it's a travel. 17-13. Zach Tricky is a Marymount University commit.
That's a good place for him.
Luke Boyd collects. ALW, baseline, no. Finds Snead. Snead for three, short. He hesitated on that and pulled back, just let it fly, right?
He was falling backwards when he took that shot.
Harris, Jackson. Long. White ball. Sloppy.
Very sloppy.
But we're up four. 1:25 left. Jalen. Backdoor cut. Luke Boyd.
Offense. Good job.
Gets Luke on the scoreboard. Gets him a layup. So it translates into some jump shots, too. turnover, O'Hara. 19-13, Ryan lead, 57.6 seconds left to go in the half.
Pressure's picked up. Now they're not shooting shots. They're not shooting very good shots. They really struggled here in the second quarter.
Michael Parrish to Boyd. Warren faces, drives, step back, long. Good rebound, Luke Boyd. And for two.
Good job there. Good rebound by Luke Boyd. Put back.
Good rebound, we'll put back. 4 points for Boyd now.
Ryan up 21-13, 30 seconds left. O'Hara with the ball. Oh, got away with one. Jack Turkey shoots over Tomasco, no. Big rebound. O'Hara to Turkey. Loses the ball. And, oh, no!
That was a tough one there. Really tough.
21-13, 11.3 seconds left, and a tough call against Tomasco there. I think the only crime was being tall on that one.
You gotta like how Boyd comes back in the game, puts a little bit of energy, gets to 4 points. Again, being something to learn when a player.
They've executed that backdoor cut. Not enough, but at least once in the first half in every game we played this year.
But as a coach, when you sit a player down and then when you see him respond, when you put him back in there, you gotta like that. So Zig bringing that into the locker room at halftime would be nice.
10 seconds left in the half. Snead with the ball. Ryan up 6. Tomasco dribble hand up to Luke Boyd for 3. Shorts. Tomasco board. And that'll do it. And that'll do it for Ryan. Walks out of here with a 6-point lead. Looks like Tomasco really had a really good first half. Unofficial 10. Luke Boyd with 4. And Lemon Warren with 4. Michael Parrish with a hoop. And Jalen Snead with a free throw. So 21-15, they go into the half up 6, and we'll see how they come out in the second half. So we're going to go to break. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back with Coach Murphy. Have some fun with Coach Murph, and then we'll get you some more stats for O'Hara, and we will be right back after this.
Other than Devin, we've seen the worst fucking shooting.
I can't imagine. I mean,
them every game.
This was hard.
I'm here to give remember the pep talk.
We're going to go on around 7 minutes, 7:30. So he's over there. Go pep him up.
None of the three of us.
You can feel it. Talk about that. Like you've been. Say O'Hara, they drain it out of you.
No,
talk about going.
Every team drug it out of them. They were. They recommend. Getting rid of you. Other than that, really? No. Someone said that. He's like, oh, no.
Are you collecting money tonight? No collection?
And it's my pleasure to introduce Ryan's new football coach, Coach Willie Murphy. Good to see you, Murph.
What's up, man? You doing all right?
Hanging in there.
Good stuff.
Listen, thanks for sitting with us for a little bit. I wanted to just get a chance to talk to you about some of the good things that are going on with the football program.
Yeah, absolutely.
You had an article in the Northeast Times regarding hiring some of your coaches. Want to talk about that?
Yeah, brought in. I tried to bring in a knowledgeable staff. So what I did is I went kind of back and brought back some of the legends: Frank McFillan, Lee Marvel. I brought in Lee Marvel's son, Lee Marvel the fourth, to be my defensive coordinator. I brought in Joe Lewinsky, who has over 40 years of coaching experience, as my offensive coordinator. Rob Moore, with over 20 years experience as an offensive line coach. Amani Bell, who played at Penn State and in the NFL for a minute, as my D-line coach. And I brought in some good young coaches too: Kenny O'Connell, Justin McConnell, Mike Morgan, and Blake Morgan as well.
So it sounds like surrounding yourself with a lot of quality people.
Yeah.
How do you think that's going to translate with what you have in the locker room?
We're already seeing the difference, Ted. The kids are really buying into it. Having a knowledgeable staff really helps. Kids see that these guys are the real deal, so that's making a lot easier transition for us.
Being a football coach, it's not even close to like being a soccer coach. You need that much help because it adds structure.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what you're saying?
Yeah, so when I took over last year, midway through the season, there was only a few coaches on the staff, so really what you want to do is have a coach for each position. And I actually brought in a strength and conditioning coach also, Jake Tarlini, who's also helping out with our D-backs with Charles Gary as well.
Now, you guys playing it's a tough schedule you guys play.
Yeah. I wanted to make sure that. I wanted to go back and, we took some lumps last year. We were young, but we have great players, and I brought in some really good players and some really good 8th graders coming in that'll make an impact early.
Talk about that. Does that coaching staff, does that translate into getting that 8th grader possibly?
Oh, absolutely. You have people around the Northeast, you say the name Marvel and McFillan, and, people go crazy, and they're so excited to have them two back in the mix. And, their dads played for them and their granddads, and, just having that name recognition does make a difference.
So with the staff, you're starting to, but there's tradition.
Yeah.
Hey, my dad played. Hey, I'm a Ryan guy.
Absolutely.
And I'm here. I'm back here. We're going high. We're going up. Our arrow's going green.
Yeah, absolutely. The alumni's been great. You got guys like Phil Consabo, John Del Ricci, Jerry Gons, Tom Dooley, and the list goes on. Jimmy Emanuel, one of the former great players here. These guys have been great, reaching out and helping these kids out with stuff.
Now, are there any events coming up where if there's an alumni football guy who's listening right now?
Yeah.
Number one, I would say, how do they get in touch with you? And number two is, how can they help?
Absolutely. So I'm at the school all day long. You can call up to the school, get a hold of me, or you can email me at bmurphy@arhs.org, or we do have some great events coming up. They're holding the Teak event for the former football players and alumni of Ryan. It's going to be a huge event on May 8th at 6 o'clock. It's going to be a great time. There's already about 500 people signed up to come. And then we're also going to be bringing back the Pat McDonald Foundation with Eddie Pizarnik and Louis Dupree.
That's great.
And bringing back that Rough Touch tournament.
Great.
And that's going to be huge for us.
Are we going to be doing stuff here on campus?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
I'll be holding 2 football camps this summer.
Okay.
One will be for the youth, and then the other one we're going to be doing is going to be geared more towards 7th and 8th graders, and we're going to kind of aim it towards defense with Lee Marvel and Jim Emanuel and some of the former great players that played here.
That's awesome. Now, not only are you the football coach, but you're doing other stuff here at Ryan.
Right.
Talk about some of the changes you've been helping to make.
Yeah, so I've been really involved. I love the school. I bought in completely, even though I'm a judge guy, supposedly. I'm actually, I'm a Ryan guy now, and that's what I tell everybody is I chose for my own child to come here. We love the school. It's our family now. We just help out where we can, man. I'm here as full time, so helping out, redoing the locker rooms.
Talk about redoing the locker rooms. Look fantastic. It was a wonderful makeover. What did you guys do?
Yeah, so we went in there and updated everything, brought a little profile to it. I added a players lounge in there for the kids.
Oh, great.
With the help of the Peruski Foundation as well. Big George donated a 55-inch TV for the kids. We're going to have gaming systems in there. We got food, refrigerators, couches, to make it more of a college atmosphere.
That's great. That's good stuff. And we didn't give you a hard time for being a judge guy.
Yeah.
Listen, but we appreciate the work that you're doing.
I appreciate it.
And listen, we're all behind you 110% because there's nothing better than seeing a good football team at the high school. There's
Absolutely.
nothing better than going out to.
And we love supporting you guys and all the great stuff you guys do with soccer as well. So, you guys have been great with me, and I love coming out and watching you guys coach, you and Haney and TJ and them guys, and you guys do a great job with the program as well.
If I could give you one little bit of advice, is don't give Consalvo too much credit.
No.
Because he's a scorekeeper, and he never forgets.
Oh, I know.
He doesn't let you forget anything.
Phil's a living legend.
He is a living legend.
In his own
He
mind.
Who's that? It's you.
That's Phil Consalvo.
That's Mr. Phil Consalvo. I'd like to thank Coach Billy Murphy for giving us some time. And Coach, again, just like to say thank you for all the great stuff that you're doing here at Ryan, and we wish you all the best and much success. And we look forward to hearing your voice in the fall on the field.
I'm glad you are. The kids aren't.
Stay away from those football guys, and we'll be back. Thanks so much.
Man.
Good job, man. Good job, man.
And we're back, getting ready to start the second half, 21-15, Archbishop Ryan. Billy, you have some numbers for me?
Yeah, some numbers from the first half. Archbishop Ryan was 10 for 34, 29%. That's not good, by the way. 0 for 8 on threes, 1 for 2 at the free throw line, 17 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 turnovers. Cardinal O'Hara was 5 for 21, 23%. 3 for 8 on threes, 37.5. 2 for 2 on free throws. Rebounding the ball, they had 19 rebounds, 4 assists, and 10 turnovers.
And that's the story of the game there. O'Hara's going to start. Ryan's going to start with the ball. We're going to start with Don Vazquez, Jalen Snead, Christian Tomasco, Luke Boyd, and Aaron Lemon Warren for the Raiders. 21-15. And the ball.
What changes do you think we made coming out of halftime?
We got to make shots, but I think we like to see them play a little faster. They didn't go much to the bench, O'Hara.
Boyd off the screen, shoots for 3, no good. Warren with the rebound.
Halftime leaders on points too. Tomasco was 5 for 10 with 10 points and 7 rebounds. Aaron Lemon Warren was 2 for 9 with 4 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 steals. For O'Hara
for 3, no. Tomasco out-fought for the rebound by Jax Tricky. Harris
Tricky
finds
led
some space.
O'Hara with 7 points.
Jack Tricky had 7 points and 4 rebounds. Number 1, Harris is really, really shifty.
Vazquez. No foul. Spins, looks, and it's good.
And Jack Tricky picks him up in the middle of play. Not only is he really strong, but he's obviously a nice guy.
And that's
a turnover by Harris
Harris again.
Jalen Snead causing the havoc that he does each and every game, doing things that, hey, he finds his way to stay on the court even when he's launching threes and they're not going in because of the things like this that he does.
Snead's the type of player that you miss more when he's off the court. You don't appreciate it.
I don't know how he can ever come off the court.
25-17 Ryan lead. Warren double team goes back to Harris, who finds Boyd from the corner. Get hot, Luke. No good. Shooters shoot. Keep shooting, Luke. It'll go. Jack's Tricky. Spates, freshman. Harris. Kulandris.
As you can hear over there, the Ryan bench is getting into it.
There is a little bit of a different feel this half, isn't it?
Yeah, they know they got to come with a little more intensity. Tough shot.
Harris off the screen
tough
from
shot.
Jax. Tricky. Raiders with the rebound. Dom's looking for a spot. Jalen takes it himself. Gets bailed out, as Billy Everett says.
Well, that wasn't quite a bailout there. He got to the hoop well. Did get hit on the arm there. Did go coast to coast, but was under control.
He was looking for the pass the whole way.
The whole way, and it just never opened for him.
25-17, 5:44 left. Snead, good.
Also, our stats coming in from the statistician from the Archdiocese of Philadelphia, Huck Palmer. Thank you for them. For you guys that are probably saying, how do you get them so fast? There's no one better in it in the game than Huck.
Snead makes 2. Boyd sits.
And they're accurate.
Michael Parrish in the game.
First 2 free throws of the game for Ryan.
Tricky. Dribble handoff to Harris.
That's their 12th turnover.
Ryan Ball up 10. 27-17.
Just like that, Ryan's up 10. They quietly just pulling away from this game.
Because it's all on the defensive end. It has nothing to do with them shooting the ball. Defensively, they have major intensity, and they're getting things done.
And from a concern standpoint, that worries you coming up for the schedule they got going on?
Good screen by Tomasco, and
they got to make shots.
Snead
it's only going to get harder. Somebody on this ball club has got to start making shots.
Snead back to the line. Doesn't get it to go. Ryan up 10, 5:06 left in the third. Snead. And the kiss to go. Snead defending. Harris all the way up the floor. Dom denied, nicely done. They find Jax Tricky in the corner. He backs down, he's trying to back down Christian Tomasco, makes some room for himself. And up, Christian Tomasco, nicely done.
He played big there.
He gave up some real estate earlier, Billy.
Yes, he did. Tricky did a good job using his shoulders there, and Tomasco stayed straight up and down.
3 no. Tomasco rips the rebound down to Michael Parrish, who's going to push the ball up the floor. Out of control turnover. Here comes O'Hara. No good.
Boy, they're shooting some grenades.
They collect and start over. Harris will start over. 28-17, 4:20 left. Jackson Tricky. Trey Roberts drives and foul. Before the shot, the foul on Michael Parrish. Kulandris, no, way off. Rebound by Tomasco. Jalen with the ball. Go to ALW with position up and good.
Beautiful shot there.
Nicely done.
Very, very clever to make that, to be able to get that shot off.
30-17. Freshman Amir Spates draws the foul on Snead. It's Jalen's first foul. 30-17, 3:41 to go. Ryan up 13 comfortably. Harris. Off the screen, kicks. Turnover.
O'Hara's really struggling right now. If I'm the coach, I'm a little concerned about this game getting away from him completely.
They had 11 points at the end of the first quarter. They still, now in 1.5 quarters, they have 6 points.
Jalen Snead, corner. Is that Dom? That's way off. Jack's tricky with the rebound.
Dom having a really tough night offensively.
At some point, coach is going to have enough of the shots that are not good shots. Feet are not set, and somewhere along the line, he's going to say,
"Good hands,
time
Dom."
to start making them.
Dom on the open floor, takes it himself, spins good. Dom Vazquez. 32-17. Billy, talk about that a little bit. What do you, as a coach, and you now you're 4 games in, 5 games in, and your shooting percentage is down.
The shooting percentage of 3 points is about 15 to 18% on the year. So no one expected that. Look, they're 16, 17, 18-year-old boys, and some of this might be getting to their head. And eventually, some kids they'll fight their way out of it, you know. And coach, you can probably have learned that of guys hitting crossbars time after time after time, and finally getting the connect.
I live with one of those guys, right?
Yes, I mean, I've seen guys struggle, and you keep going them and trying to build up their confidence. And it's a tricky thing between confidence or making another decision, because you want a kid to be playing with confidence. So to keep going to them shows what coach believes in them. It looks like his leash is getting a little bit tighter on Boyd. I don't know if that's something to look at for the next game.
Yeah, well, there might be other reasons for that too. It might not just be, it might not just be the missed shots, because coach is pretty lenient on letting them guys let it fly, and he's seen in particular, but he's going to emphasize if you're letting it fly and it's not going on the defensive end. And the defense has shown up today with 17 points, 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
How many rebounds did Tomasco have at half?
He had 7.
7. He gets 10. He's going to be averaging a double-double on the season. Good defense. 32-17, 3:05 left. O'Hara with the ball. Harris.
Ted, you see you checked in for Ryan there?
We got 22, freshman Jaden Murray into the ball game for the first time tonight.
O'Hara. Kick out to Jack Stricky, no. Harris. Spins. Josh Boulanges, no. Warren with the rebound and drives the ball up the floor. Looks to shoot, pulls it down. Jalen Snead draws the foul, and he will go back to the line. They're called. It's before on the floor.
O'Hara's coach very frustrated. Probably a little bit of what he's seeing offensively from his team.
Yeah, and that has a lot to do with youth, you know.
Dom pivots.
Great job.
The Eric Snow move.
Great job.
And the tip.
Tip by our guy, Jalen Snead. Coach Z, just figure out a way just to never take him out. Which you barely do, I know. Another grenade.
Harris.
2 minutes left in the third, and O'Hara's got 2 points.
Tricky backs him down and good. Jack's tricky. 34-19, Ryan Lee.
Ted, you called it. That Jack's tricky's having a nice little game.
Michael Parrish. Denied. Ball stays with Ryan.
Good job. Good play.
Nicely done.
Good job, Michael Parrish, to see an open guy cutting.
Jalen Murray with 2, the freshman. Ryan up 36-19, minute 22 in the third. O'Hara can't get anything to go. And a jump ball.
Possession arrow stays.
Good to see Murray get 2 points there.
Yes.
Minute 15 left. Tricky looking to back him down, and does, and spins, and shoots, and no. Outlet to Michael Parrish, in and good. Michael Parrish.
Michael Parrish. Great pass by Jaden Murray.
Great pass by Murray there.
$38-21, Ryan. Dom drives. Dom kicks.
There we go.
There it is. Aaron Lemon Warren with the free. Nice dime by Dom. It's a Dom dime. How about that? 41-21, Ryan.
Look at the pit bulls. Look at this coming.
Oh, good look.
Look it.
Warren.
Ryan up 22.
43-21. O'Hara scores with 1 second left. Ryan up at the end of 3, 43-23. Fellas, just wanted to go over what the Catholic League looks like right now. You have Archbishop Wood at the top, 7-0. And Roman and Goretti, both with 1 loss, 6-1 Roman and 5-1 Newman Goretti. Then you have Ryan by the winning percentage is 3-1. So Devin Prep right behind them at 5-2 in those standings as of today. So today's game, I mean, it's important because Ryan still has a chance. Listen, let's not pretend anything. It's going to be difficult for them to finish in that top 2 in the PCL.
It seems like it's coming down to Newman, Roman, Wood. Wood's going to be in the game. They've already beat Roman and they've already beat Newman. They'll be in that game. Okay? So Ryan has to handle their business.
They take care of business tomorrow. That game at Goretti is
yeah. They win the game. They win the Roman game. They win the Newman game. They're in the driver's seat.
That's all they have to do. That's it.
Simple.
Simple.
Far from simple, fellas.
Getting ready to start.
If you're out there listening to Roman or Newman Goretti, we're far from simple.
43-23. Beginning of the 4th.
What worries me looking at that, their 4 wins are against bottom 6 teams. And our 1 loss came to a team in the top 5. I just hope we're testing for those bigger games.
Jalen Murray for 3. Oh, in the block! Jack's tricky to Harris. Harris is going to put it up. No. Big rebound, Williams. Out to Wise. Wise takes it himself and draws the foul.
You see them guys coming downhill, and you know they're going hard to the hoop. Hard to the hoop.
Ryan up 46-23 with 7:23 left. So Ryan can maintain this lead. Here's what I'd like to see tonight. For the next 7 minutes, I'd like to see Luke Boyd knock a couple threes down, get his confidence going.
Yeah. Only problem is I don't know how much more Luke Boyd will be back in the game. He is in, but
as a rest,
up 25 at the 4-minute mark, we might see some guys.
No foul. 7:16.
Coach Snead is real close to getting technical. I think that mask is safe. I think the mask is saving him. There we go.
And he got it.
I'm Nostradamus over here. We knew it was coming. Technical foul on head coach of Cardinal O'Hara, Ryan Nemetz.
A moment of frustration from the coach.
Sure.
We've all been there.
We have been.
You try to see the MAC a little bit better. That's not helping his team right now.
No. We'll probably see Coach getting some of these guys out of the game soon.
So, Bill, with your son being a freshman, and I'm seeing 2 freshmen on the court, is he coming home telling you about the freshman, sophomore, junior, senior games? I mean, the youth of the Ryan team is impressive.
Yes, but the most important thing for these freshmen is practice. My son is guarding Don Vazquez, who's a senior, and Luke Boyd. That's who he guards in practice. And that's the most important thing for a freshman.
And seeing Jalen Murray probably get the guard.
And Jalen Murray's 6'6", and he's more ready to play.
Wait for 3. Yes, there you go. That's what you want to see. Well done, Luke.
There you go, Teddy. That's giving you what you want, right?
Jack's tricky with a bucket in the paint. 52-25. Ryan up. 6:48 left.
Timeout, Joe Zielinski. We have some subs coming in. 35, senior Dylan Maloney's entering the game. And number 1, Derek Williams, junior brother of freshman Darren Williams, is about to enter the game.
6:42 left. 52-25. At the other end of that Catholic League, you have Lansdale 1-4, Conwell Egan 1-5. The Prep is 1-6, and Father Judge at the bottom 0-6 on the year. So it's kind of a league of have and have-nots. It seems like. Yeah,
well, it's really top heavy this year. A little different than most years. It's not, the league is not as strong, meaning 1 through 10 to 11 that it usually is. But the top end of it is, as good as it gets. I mean, Archbishop Wood is got 4 Division I players and a potentially a 5th Division I player and a Division I football player. So that in itself, I don't know how many teams are going out there. Like Newman Goretti has 2 and 3 Division I players, and usually in every class. So it's really, really difficult to understand what they're doing and things like that. So
6:42 left. 52-25. Kick on the inbounds. Nice defense by O'Hara and a great job by David Wise. Williams with the left. No good.
And in comes Jack Trixie to get that rebound. Said, I had enough of this.
Foul on Williams. Derek Williams.
Into the game for the first time for Cardinal O'Hara is number 4, Josh Sharkey.
Tricky. Backs in. Ooh, and 1. Nicely done, Jack Tricky. .22-27, 6 minutes left. Jack Tricky at the line. Gets the old-fashioned 3. Comes a young guy. Ryan Everett, number 5.
Another freshman for Archbishop Ryan.
Ryan with the inbounds. Williams to Williams. A little out of control, collects. And that's a foul on O'Hara. And we're shooting. We are shooting. .548, fourth quarter, 52-28. Williams short, rebound tricky. Harris for O'Hara. Fallon Murray, his first. O'Hara inbounds, Tricky backs him down, and looks.
Really nice play by him.
Ryan's lead, 52-30. Everett. Williams to the left and drives.
Good job.
Listen, I like that first step on it.
Very, very quick.
Yeah.
Very explosive.
That first step was impressive from him.
He's long. He's long too, isn't he?
Yes.
Miss. Tricky with the rebound. O'Hara with the ball. Ryan's lead is 23. Doesn't go. 5:17 left in the fourth quarter. No good.
If you're Ryan and these young kids getting a chance to play, the one thing they don't want to do is see this clock stop them. They don't want to keep fouling and sending them to the
No, not at all. Not at all. We want to see them play basketball. We want to see what they can do, where they're at in the stages of development. You know.
It's tough because I'm assuming their adrenaline's real high right now. They're on the court. They want to show everybody they're excited. You just don't want to keep giving them cheap fouls on the defensive side.
Darren Williams. And a foul. Coach Joey's got to be happy that he talked about in the pregame about, hey, if we get a chance to get out and run away a little bit, he gets the rest of the people.
And that's the plan today. That's the plan where they need to be for tomorrow. You know, they had a really good second half. Really, three really good quarters here, and it's now, you know, they put it away. Some other kids are getting a little bit of time, and get ready for tomorrow.
Ryan maintains. Williams to Everett. Good movement by the young players here.
And that's the key. They're going to run offense. I don't know about that shot. Running little sequence there. Little South Philly floater going on there too.
O'Hara to Tricky in the middle. 53-32. 21-point lead for Ryan. 4:20 left. Everett helps break the press. Williams to Murray. Oh! Bedford just missed.
Whoa!
Rim shaker. O'Hara goes down and gets a foul. The chance to cut this lead to 19. The table shook here a little bit on that one.
I was not expecting that. I was expecting him to give the easy pass. He went in with that force. Whew.
And he's a puppy. He's a pup. He's a freshman.
You want to know where he's at in the stage of development. What do you think,
4:07 left, 53-32.
I saw you back up. It was like 3D.
Oh, I mean, for a 15-year-old boy to come in there on a Marymount recruit and say, "Let's go, big bro."
Yes, he did.
Wow.
Timeout. Ryan. 4:07, 53-33. 20-point lead.
I haven't enjoyed a miss that much in a long time.
If it would have been a make, it would have been on ESPN.
We're talking about the schedule. As they progress through the season, what are you telling them about? What are you telling your players about nutrition and rest? I mean, is that something you're harping on every day?
Hydration, what they're eating. Again, it's a long day for these kids, whether they're home, studying at home, and then they're coming to the court, coming to the gym to get ready. It's a whole different mental preparedness to be prepared for the games, practices, and things like that, and how they're dealing with their schoolwork and how they're dealing with their everyday stuff and what they're putting in their bodies and how much rest they're getting and things like that. It's tough. I mean, it's tough to monitor that, but you can give advice, you can talk to them about it. But again, at the same day, they're 14 to 18-year-old kids. They're going to do what they want to do. They're going to eat what they want to eat, and they're going to be the one they're going to be, and it's going to show. And as the season goes on, we're going to see more and more how that's affecting them.
Williams to Williams.
Jaden Murray.
Jaden Murray.
He's just showing more and more about he's ready to play.
55-33 Ryan. Delanges up, no. Williams rebound. They press, they break the trap, they break the trap. Ooh.
Driving to the game tonight with my son, he's a Calvary kid. First kid he asked me about was Jaden Murray. The Calvary kids know who he is. They know he's playing here. They're following him on Instagram. This has got to be exciting for him to get these minutes and be doing this.
Absolutely. You know, they see a kid like that. They've seen him walk the halls. They've looked up to him two different ways. One, by looking up from the neck, and then also how good of a player he is. And they've watched him come through the community, and now he's,
And just to take that a step forward, there's 3 freshmen on the court right now.
There's 3 freshmen on the
some
court.
potential with this program.
One needs about 40, 50 pounds.
3:26 left in the fourth.
If Murray puts on 40 to 50 pounds.
No. We're talking about
He's talking about number 5. Murray. Derek Williams.
All kidding aside, getting
crosses.
serious. If you're Coach Ziegler, are you concerned about tomorrow night with the shooting percentage? You're happy with your defense?
Yeah.
What's going through his mind?
I mean, they're another team that's going to get some shots up. So, yes, absolutely. I'm concerned.
Big rebound. And good.
Good job. That's Derek Williams' first varsity basket in an Archbishop Ryan uniform. Congratulations, son.
They go over the top to his brother. Maloney with the rebound. No, short. Maloney rips, and we have a jump ball. Bench got up there when
Possession error, Archbishop Ryan.
when Dylan got that had the chance to the pony. The bench went nuts. They were rooting for him.
Oh, they had it wrong. Possession, Cardinal O'Hara.
$57-33,
Maloney went up
$57-36.
with that. You got to love how the bench got into it.
Yep.
Yes.
And it just goes how much this team likes each other, how much they're like a little family.
Everett, finish it. Oh, in and out.
Tough shot.
I love seeing that as a coach, how much the team gets into it and actually appreciates the other players out in the court.
Well, because they're working just as hard as they are, and that's the biggest thing. That's a team that's together that does that. They recognize the value of being on the court.
Hit the nail on the
57-30.
head, Ted.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know how much I love that. You know we're talking about a family doing things together and sticking up for each other and having each other's backs. This team is becoming that. I love seeing this confidence going in the rest of the season.
That was the one thing that we had. That was Georgie Karuski's role. That was exactly what he was for us on the soccer field.
One guy gets in a fight, we all get in a fight.
57-36. A minute 56 left. Darren Williams, nicely done. Can't finish. Maloney up with the rebound. Puts it on the floor, though, to Everett for three. No good. Williams finds his brother. In and out. O'Hara breaks, takes, and good.
Nice coast to coast by number 4
Yes.
for O'Hara there.
Turnover. 57-38 with a minute 20 left. We'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and we appreciate your positive comments in the text. We get the chance to see them, so thank you very much. We'll be back on the air tomorrow. Pre-game will probably go on about 5:55, and we'll be one of the biggest game of the year tomorrow.
Yes, biggest game of the year tomorrow. Winner moves on to the state tournament.
Big down there.
Biggest test of the year?
What Billy's going to do is a background on Bonner and give us a full breakdown. Maloney with the steal. Finish. Oh, I like the spin, but no. Trap.
Gotta love the passion from Coach Zig sticking up for his player there.
Yes.
That goes a long way. .30 seconds. Ooh, Williams, no. Rebound. Maloney with the rebound. What did he do wrong there? Don't put the ball on the floor. But good hustle. Good hustle. Oh, Mary, Maloney. Oh, missed the bunny. And the reverse, good. 10 seconds left. Nice win for the Raiders. Well done. 57-40 victory tonight. Archbishop Ryan over Cardinal O'Hara. And gentlemen, we will see you tomorrow. Big night.
Big night, very exciting. I think the kids will be pumped for it. I think we'll come out ready. I think we'll come out hot right off the bat.
Get the butterflies a little bit.
Defensively, we were very good. We had some really key guys step up offensively. Jaden Merrill, big night for him.
Big night. Big night.
Big night. Big night for the freshmen. I mean, again, to see those guys on the court, I just love seeing how the team's coming together. I mean, you can say, talk about it, but they're really sticking up for each other, really coming together. I am worried about a little bit of the shooting and things like that, but if you keep going, they're going to start falling. If that happens for them, this could really pivot them into the season.
The sky's the limit, and you can make a run. I think the team is poised to make a run. So listen, we'll let everybody go. Thank you so very much on behalf of Ryan Haney, Billy Everett, and my name is Ted Westervelt. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'd also like to thank our producer, director extraordinaire, Mr. Ryan Simmons, and thank you to our halftime guest, Coach Billy Murphy. Remember, we are AR, and we will see you tomorrow.
How many viewers do we have?